We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll find Everett there complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 45 on second down, Herbert. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Chandler Jones from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. He's got room at the 30, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement Sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. Second down and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, it's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got room. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams from 10 yards out. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So out come the Chargers. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the 27, Herbert. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Play action. It's Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. This is swung out to Eckler. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down, Eckler. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with 4th down and 1. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Once more, here's Eckler. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler, they run left side, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers have cut it back within a score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
No problem there on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but Did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Jacobs going to try the middle. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 39, Garoppolo. He's got Renfro on the out route. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Garoppolo on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He finds his man, complete. It's Adams.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quick.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This from 42 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us. Let's play. Let's play now. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he'll find Everett there, complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle with Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert on 1st down now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. About 3 yards there to the 27.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone, and this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw there complete to Myers. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. That is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Garoppolo now. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. It's 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a dump off here complete, and he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Over the middle, he's got Mike. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now Herbert following the turnover. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusives. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Xander Horvath punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. A try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raiders now set to get the football back. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Back to Renfrow again, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just about on his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. It's Eckler again, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point safely through. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 2 touchdowns. 1:44 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Garoppolo on first down. Pass complete. And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. L.A. readies for its next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break charge. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.